Admit it, pushing the weight of the world on my shoulders. I don't even know how I'm dealing. Feel like a part of me missing, and I've been looking around, but it's not in my vision. All that I got is earned, not given, but I feel locked down like my brain in prison. Spend a couple thousand to ease my mind, then I get it back, but I know I'm not fine. Everything built up all over time, but I gotta let it out, I can't hold it inside. Keep a smile on my face when they looking at me, but I know that's my only disguise. I be trying to get away from my problems. Yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. I'm starting to feel like I've been under pressure. I'm keeping my foot on their neck, I won't let up. I know when I fall down, I gotta just get up. I brush it all off, I'm better than ever. Been through a lot, but I'm never gonna settle. Know that I've been heating up like a kettle. Thinking back when I was studying dental, now I got plaques coming on the way, that's special. Yeah, they all come from my spot, but I never stop moving. Gotta do more when I feel like I'm losing. Putting in work, that's the only solution. You the only one who you really be fooling. Damn, trying to find peace inside my head. I've been talking to God, but I'm left on red. I ain't got time to be feeling upset, so I keep doing my best. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them.
This is Ice-T and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and
This is a cold call.
We're on a mission to get America to switch to cold water washing with Tide.
it saves you energy.
And that saves you up to $150 a year on your energy bill.
Plus, Tide cleans better in cold than the bargain brand in hot. So what are you waiting for?
Turn to cold because Stone Cold said so.
Turn to cold with Tide.
Energy savings based on average when switching from hot to cold and non-HE machines. Performance based on Tide Power Pods versus leading baking soda packs.
We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Ay, run it up, made a lot, but that's not enough. Got the labels all calling us, talking to me, but I hang it up, cause I got my fans and I'm proud of us. Never do it for the cameras, song a week and that stamina. Keep it going, I'm an animal, I unleash when they let me loose. I've been ready since like 02, getting my bread, now how about you? 100%, that's all I do, so now please don't talk about me. Sold out shows, that's all I see, yeah, they said no I in team, so I gotta be MVP. Come on. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, never getting too cozy, cause they all coming for me. Used to sleep on a rollaway, now the whole team got the rollies. Roll deep in the Suburban, backseat and she working. This the life that I dreamed about when I couldn't pay the room service. Now it's electric curtains, but I still just scratch the surface. I'ma get right back to working, till I get my mom's the Birkin, till I get my pops the new bands, till I get my bro a few M's, till I got the whole fam, they ain't never gotta go to work again. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Ain't nobody fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead to me. Cause I ain't got time for my enemies. Told her come through, get ahead to me. Telling that truth, it'll set you free. I ain't like them, cause I'm all I need when it come down to it.
Motherfucker.
Carson Wentz is gonna be a beast though.
3 and OT. Let's go. That sounded a little close for my liking. Knocked him the fuck out! No way! With the right! Hey, plus 320, dog! With the fucking right here!
Gonzo'S starts in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to GSR, Gonzo'S Sports Room. I'm Chris. Friday, the 13th. Give a shout out to Stevie. He ain't been through today yet, but it's his birthday today. Birthday fell in on Friday the 13th this year. I think he's going to be through here in a little bit. Don't forget, we're live tonight. We'll be live at 8:30 on YouTube and Twitch with a live reaction to the Bellator fights and the PFL fights. Come watch along with us on that. It'll be a good time. Also, we're live Monday through Friday with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners for free. I went 5-0 yesterday in baseball. I had a couple of days this week. I was 5-4 or 4-1. Couple of days one day I was 3-3, one day I was 3-2, but then 2 days last week I was 5-1 and 6-1. So I've been on a pretty good run here with baseball lately. I put in a 16 parlay this morning. Hopefully it does good. Actually, I gave out 6 picks today on Easy Money, our sports betting show, and I'll give those back out here toward the end of this show. I'll go through them again, but I just took those 6 picks and parlayed them together. I wish I should have done that yesterday. I usually do it about every day. I'll just put in a big bunch of teams, I don't know, 5 or 6 teams that I like and give it a shot. But didn't do it yesterday. And of course, yesterday I went 5-0. Last 3 or 4 days I've been going like 4-1, 5-1. So today, since I've done it, I'll probably go fucking 5-1 or some bullshit. But that's how it works. But all right, I hope everybody's having a great Friday. Working on some big news. I think we're gonna have a big announcement coming for next weekend. Just have to get with this guy and make sure everything's still a go. Last time I talked to him, it was a go, but I don't want to start saying it's a go and then find out it's not. So I want to make sure 100% sure before that. But all right, let's get into some sports. Let's talk some football. We're just a little under a month out before opening day of football season. Got the preseason games going on now. What are the Saints going to do? I guess Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston are competing for the starting job. There's no way that Sean Payton is going to start Taysom Hill over Jameis Winston, is there? Taysom Hill's a dynamic player, but if you take him and put him at quarterback, now you're making him more of a one-dimensional player. Yeah, I know he can throw the ball or run the ball, but now he's not lining up all kinds of different places and coming out of the backfield, lined up as a receiver, then at quarterback. If he's just an all-time quarterback, that stuff's not you're going to lose that part of his game. And last year when he did play quarterback, he didn't show the ability to move the ball, be able to move the ball down the field by throwing it. I mean, I know now he'd have more. He's getting more reps and stuff, so he should, in theory, he should be better. But there's no guarantee that he is. And you would think Winston would be better. For one, he got his eyes fixed. For two, he's set behind there with Drew Brees and Sean Payton for a season. And I mean, that Payton's supposed to be like the fucking quarterback whisperer. So I mean, we'll see, but I think it's Jameis Winston's job. I think you're a fool if you choose to be Taysom Hill as your starting quarterback over Jameis Winston. You're going to have some problems because when Winston leaves, and then Hill's what? Hill's already in his 30s. How long? Yeah, I don't see it. I think Winston's a lot better option than what Hill is at quarterback. And don't get me wrong, Hill is an explosive player. He makes plays and he's effective. But I don't think he's going to be as effective if you have him at quarterback all the time. I think you're going to lose a big part of his game, which was getting the ball in open field and running people over and lining up in different positions, getting mismatches. You lose that part. You're going to lose that part of his game if you have him behind under center or behind center every play. I would start Winston, see what I got in Winston, and keep using Hill like I have been. And then if something happens and Winston's not working out, then start Hill. I think it's a lot easier to sell your team if you go with Winston and that don't work than if you choose Hill over Winston and that doesn't work. I think you're going to get more flack from players and stuff if you move Taysom Hill into the quarterback position and over Jameis Winston, it don't work out. But now if you do move him, or if you don't do that and you stay with Jameis Winston, he does good, then you're going. I mean, so it works both ways, but I don't see it. I think you're losing too much of who he is by not letting him, by making him line up behind center every play. You're losing a whole element of his game. I know. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me. We'll see what happens, but from what they're saying, that they're competing for the starting job, from what Sean Payton said, that they haven't decided who they're starting yet on week 1, which I find that kind of hard to believe. You would think you'd have to be pretty close to knowing who you're going to start, because you're less than a month away. You got to be getting your game plans and stuff, starting to put them together. So you have to have a pretty good idea of who you're going to have and who you're not going to have. I know there's going to be some cuts, but you have a pretty good idea of who's going to be there and who's not going to be there. And then when you figure out your younger guys that are your up and coming guys, you get them reps, you get them ready, and then they move up, and that's how the Colts have been keeping their culture. But they got to get that piece. I think Winston might be that piece, but he has to stay healthy. But it is good news if you're a Colts fan. I think it was yesterday or the day before I saw that it's trending in the direction that Carson Wentz and Quentin Nelson both are trending in the direction to start week 1. So if that works out where they are both healthy and start week 1, that's pretty damn crazy. both of them had to have the same foot surgery at the same time like that. And that'd be pretty perfect timing if it worked out that way. We still had both of them for week 1. Then when we get Fisher back here in a few games, I think that's even going to help our offensive line more. I think Colts are going to be a tough team this year. I really do. I think people are sleeping on them. People are sleeping on the Colts because they think Carson Wentz is done. But what they fail to realize, did he struggle yet last year? Yeah, did he make some stupid plays and dumbass turnovers? Yes. But also, who was the players that was around him? All of his weapons on the outside were hurt. His running backs was hurt. He had guys off the practice squad that he probably didn't know their name till just a few hours before the game. Just met them, and he was keeping them teams in some games. Hell, not last year, but season before, when he led them to the playoffs. Led that game-winning drive and stuff there on that last game of the season. He played his ass off, and then and last year he was trying to do too much. He started they wasn't no good, and then he started getting hit. Well, then he started pressing because he heard all the chatter about they ain't doing no good. And you have to hear all the time, they should have kept Foles. Foles got even though Carson Wentz played a big role in them getting that Super Bowl that year. No, he didn't play in the Super Bowl, but he was the quarterback most of the season that got him that number 1 or number 2 seed that they got. Carson Wentz had a big deal to do with that. Nobody. Ooh, nice play there at defense. Watching some Little League baseball with regionals. Whoever wins this game goes to Little League World Series. They're doing a little bit different this year because there's no international teams going to be there. So this year, the 2 teams that make the championship game in the regionals, both of them go to the World Series. But you get your seed by like your place at regional. So this game, so if you get to that championship game, it still means something because it'll help your seed for Williamsport. This game right here, the winner of this game moves on. So that whoever wins this must guarantee that they're in the championship game. But no, I like watching these kids, man. You can tell these kids, that's all they, if it's nice outside, not even that. That's all they do year round is play baseball. Commitment them kids make them travel ball teams. That's how you're going to spend your whole summer playing baseball. Which, hey, I don't see nothing wrong with it. That's what my boy played baseball. That's why he did all summer. It was baseball. We was outside. So, but anyway, I think getting back to the Colts, I think the Colts are going to surprise a lot of people. I think they're sleeping on us because they don't know what Carson Wentz is going to be. I think Wentz is going to have a MVP type season. I'm not saying he's going to win the MVP because you never know. I mean, hell, Aaron Rodgers could play again like he did last year. But I think Wentz will be up in the MVP conversation this year. He's never had an offensive line like this. Never had a top 10 defense like now. We got a couple young weapons. If Pittman improves from last year to this year, it looks like he'll progress. We have a nice young weapon there, and if Paris Campbell can stay healthy, we got a couple young weapons that we can put out there on the other side from Hilton to help free Hilton up. That was the one thing I was kind of disappointed in. Why didn't the Colts go? Why didn't they try to get a weapon? I mean, that receiver they did pick up a couple good young receivers, but Why not? I don't know. You could have had Julio Jones and really not gave up much for it. And if you put Julio on the other side of Hilton, I mean that screws defenses. I mean, I know Hilton's getting a little older, but Hilton can still beat man-to-man coverage. And he's going to get more man-to-man coverage if you got Julio Jones on the other side. But right now he's getting double and fucking triple covered because there's no other playmaker. That's the one thing I wish they would have went and got. Would have tried to get another maybe veteran receiver. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good year. Maniac Darius Leonard going to have a big another big season. One of the best linebacker. I don't know. There's a lot of good ones. He's one of the best ones. He's one of the best ones. Best ones in the league, for sure. For sure, he's a fucking animal. Another story I found that I thought was pretty interesting. I saw the other day was J.R. Smith going back to school to finish his degree, and he's petitioning the NCAA because he wants to play. He wants to play college golf. He wants to do college athletics, and I guess he's a pretty good golfer. And I guess since he's retired, he golfs a lot. But yeah, so he's going to I forget what school he's going to now, but he's petitioning for them to let him be able to do athletics. I think he should be allowed to. He's never. I mean, he hasn't used up his eligibility. I think he still had a couple years of eligibility left. So why not? I mean, why shouldn't he be allowed to? I mean, he's a student. I thought that was cool. You don't hear about a whole lot of players doing that. I thought that was pretty cool. Something different story. All right. Should the Cowboy fans be worried about Dak Prescott getting another MRI? We'll talk about that here in just a second. I'm going to take a short break real quick. I'm going to go check on my pulled pork that I have on the smoker. Hit the restroom, and I'll be right back. Enjoy this clip while I'm gone. If you like it, please check out our YouTube page. Hit that subscribe button. Also, we have merch available now. I have one of the GSR shirts on right now. Go to streamlabs.com/Gonzo'S Sports /merch. We got hoodies, we got t-shirts, some hats. We have some new merch will be dropping here real soon. But yeah, go check that out. Also, we have a donation page on that same link. If you want to, if you'd like to donate to help the show grow, we'd appreciate that as well. All right, I'll be back here just a couple minutes. Enjoy this clip. Like I said, if you like this video, go hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you don't miss when we go live. Be back in just a few. Motherfucker.
Carson Wentz is going to be a beast, though.
3 and OT. Let's go. That guillotine.
Yeah.
And once your arms get dead, dude, them punches look like they're in slow motion.
Yeah, it reminded me of that famous Chris Gonzalez fight at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
I got in there and fought a dude as big as Brandon. I weigh 123, supposed to be fighting 138. I've been drinking since like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I can't believe you did that, dude. I'd have did anything to see that. I'd have did anything to see it.
Well, they went and got me shorts and shit. I quit drinking, started drinking Coke. And we went upstairs, and I changed.
Started drinking Coke.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't drink water.
Just put a cigarette out.
We're upstairs in this room, and I'm getting warmed up. They said, okay, some music comes on, and it was him coming out, but I couldn't see him because there was a big fucking backboard from like a basketball goal when you walked out of that room. So they play my music. And I'm walking down the stairs and I look up in the cage, dude.
Get Chris feel the
And
floor shaking.
this motherfucker Brandon size, so he's about 155, 160 pounds. Talking about he was 138. But I'm thinking, I'm walking to the cage. You know what I mean? Music's on, everybody's looking at me. I was like, well, I gotta fight the motherfucker now, or I'm gonna look like a little bitch. So I get in there, dude. I had boxers on. They bring me a cup. I didn't have a jock strap or nothing. So me and my Uncle Steve, which is these two's dad, we went in the bathroom and we switched underwear. I took his underwear. He had some fucking whitey tighties.
Dad known for wearing the whitey tighties.
Hey, I put them motherfuckers on, put on the MMA short, shoved that cup in there. We're fighting, middle of the fight, the fucking cup falls out.
Oh, shit.
I said, oh, that's mine. I put it back in. We started fighting again. Dude, I had no business being there. First round, I tried to take him down. We kept bouncing off the cage, and he got me down and had my back, and I was fucking like balled up, almost in the fucking fetal position. He elbowed me 3 times on my fucking ear. Hurt like a motherfucker. But I felt him go up again. I'm like, you're not doing that shit again. So I turned into him, got a single leg, and I got my hips under me. I picked him up, slammed him, got him in the rear neck of choke, and the fucking bell went off for the end of the first round. I was dead, dude. I rolled over, and I was laying there. And
Chris said, "Hand me a cigarette."
I need a cigarette right now.
dude, like right,
It's over. Throw in the towel.
yeah, like right here beside, on the other side of the cage was my Uncle Steve and this guy I worked with when I was working at the prison, and they threw me a bottle of water. I'm still laying there. I didn't even get up. I was like leaned over a little bit, got a drink of water, threw it back to him. Ref, so you ready? I said, yeah. I stood up and they rang the bell. Well, my Uncle Steve was telling me in the corner the whole time. He said he knows you're going to shoot because that guy's coach was Steve Fritz. You two might not know him. I think Brandon might. He might be old enough to know him, but he was a wrestler for Southside. Well, he was running this like one of them MMA school things.
Yeah.
And he was this guy's coach, and he was telling that guy, he's a wrestler, stay away from him. So getting ready to start that second round, Steve goes, hey, he knows you're going to shoot. Fake a shot and punch him. So I go fake a shot, get ready to punch. Next thing I know, here comes a fucking head kick.
Oh, shit.
Well, I catch the leg and take him down, but I end up in a triangle choke. And I couldn't fucking breathe, but I circled out of it, blasted this motherfucker right in the nose, and looked at the ref and said, I'm done. They rang the fucking bell. I got the last hit in, so I'm done. They rang the bell. I got the fuck out of there, dude. My buddy was waiting in the cage side, handing me a beer.
Handed him a beer,
But dude, I was so fucking hot. So I went outside. This is like in November here in Indiana. It was cold as fuck. And I'm sitting outside in nothing but them fucking MMA shorts and a beer sitting beside me. I still felt like 100 degrees. Finally, I cooled off, went and changed, watched the rest of the. I was like the third, fourth fight of the night. There was still a bunch of fights to watch. So we watched all the fights. Hell, we ended up going to a bar. After that, I woke up next day. My neck was purple, my ear was purple. I couldn't hardly turn my head. It was fun, though.
Moral of the story, people, is Indiana MMA has come a long way, and I think Casey Kenny has proved that.
Casey Kenny's representing.
And also, the other moral is don't get drunk and get in the fucking cage.
No.
3 and OT. Let's go. That sounded a little close for my liking.
Sounded like it hit a fucking pole or something too. Did we just catch gunshots live on the stream?
Hell yeah, we did.
From the mean streets of Muncie, Indiana, on a Friday night, we
On
hear
the
about
south side.
We hear about 10 pop, 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 pop. Yes, that you heard right. It was some live gunshots on.
Are we hearing a car drive by? And that was a Kia Soul, wasn't it? Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If we got a, you know, what I'm saying?
It sounded like they were driving that. All right, welcome back to the show. GSR, Gonzo'S Sports Room. August 13th, 2021. Here on this Friday afternoon. Hopefully you guys are finishing up with your work days, getting ready to enjoy, hopefully, a nice weekend. Probably going to be hot as fuck, though. All right. Should Cowboy fans be worried about Dak Prescott getting a second MRI? I say yes. And the reason I say you have to be worried is they just don't do another MRI for no reason. If they're doing an MRI for a reason, so they either they're not sure if he's healing up like they thought he would, or there's something more wrong than what they thought. You just don't do another MRI just for the hell of it, and you're not worried about it at all. If you're doing an MRI, you're doing it because something's bothering you. I mean, fuck, I had to go do an MRI the other day, and I've been trying for 3 or 4 months to get an MRI because insurance wouldn't approve it. Finally, after I got my appointment, kept getting canceled for about 3 or 4 months, and then finally, my doctor got it approved, and I was able to go get there today. So I mean, I know it works different when you have money, too. I'm not that naive to think it's that my situation is the same as theirs because I don't have that kind of money, so I don't. There ain't nothing that's going to happen like that. I understand with the money they have some advantages too, but also still, when do you ever hear professional athletes just going and get an MRI for the hell of it for no reason? If they're going to get an MRI, they think something's wrong. And if you already had an MRI, to me that means you didn't like what that team doctor's telling you, or you don't trust what he's telling you. So you're getting another opinion to be sure. A team doctor might be telling them, "Oh, it's just a sprain. You can't hurt it no more," and he might be thinking it's something worse. Hell, you don't want to fuck your shoulder up for good. So if he is getting a second opinion, I don't blame him. I think that's what he's doing. But to say that it's nothing to worry about and that he's just getting an ordinary checkup, that's a bunch of bull, because that's just not how it works. You get your checkup, and checkups going to the doctor and he weighs you, checks your heart rate, blood pressure, shit like that. That's a checkup. They just don't give you an MRI just for a checkup. Or maybe people, I guess people with money, maybe they do. I don't know. I guess I guess if you ask for it, you probably can give them to do it, because the hospital ain't going to turn down the money. So if you ask them for it and say, I'm going to pay for it, you know what I mean? They're not going to turn down that money. So I guess I can see it happening like that, but just for a normal athlete just to get a MRI just for no reason, though, you don't hear that. So I think there's something there. Hopefully he's not hurt. I don't want to see him hurt. I want to see him play. Everybody keeps saying he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league, but his team hasn't won like he's a top quarterback in the league. So I want to see him healthy and see, because I'll admit it has looked like he's gotten better, a little more accurate, a little more touch on his passes, but I want to see him stay healthy and win meaningful games. Do it at the beginning of the game. Don't wait till you're the fourth quarter and you're down 28 points and the defense is going to prevent shit and then rack up yards and touchdowns, and everybody want to talk about how good you are. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's top 5 in the league. He might crack the top 10. I'd say he's top 15. I would say probably somewhere around. I'd have to go through and actually do it, but just in my head thinking about it, I'd say I'd have him between probably I would say between 10 to 12, 10 to 13, somewhere in that range. I would. That's just by guessing, or not guessing. But that's just kind of by doing it in my head. I might do that this week and go through and kind of rate the quarterbacks and see where I would have Prescott at right now compared to the other quarterbacks in the NFL. just kind of thinking off my head, I'd say somewhere between 10 to 13. I'd say he's top 15. He's not top 5. I don't know how anybody could try to sell you that he's top 5. Another situation I like in the NFL, thought would be not that I like it, but another interesting situation in the NFL. I meant to say, should have said, is you have two Tagovailoa down there at quarterback. I don't think the Dolphins are sold that he's the guy. I think the Dolphins are in the mix trying to get Deshaun Watson, which I don't blame him. There ain't many quarterbacks that I wouldn't take Watson over if he has his mind right. But with that being said, say that the Dolphins end up trading for Deshaun Watson. Is Tua going to end up basically being like Josh Rosen? Play at a place for a little bit and maybe go to this other place and get a shot and then basically be a backup? I mean, to me, that's kind of the path that I see him probably going down. Unless his anticipation and he really has opened up from last year, you got to pull that trigger. You can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to make a mistake because then you're going to make a mistake. You're going to make a mistake or you're going to miss opportunity. You got to go out there, be confident in your ability, and just let it go. If you're out there second guessing yourself you're not going to throw a ball because it's too tight a window. Well, that tight window right there, that's open in the NFL. Open in the NFL and open in college, it's totally two totally different things. Being open in the NFL compared to being open in college football. So, and Tua just didn't show that anticipation of kind of throwing a guy open. He wanted to see the guy open and then throw it. Well, most of the time you're not going to see a guy open and throw it because you have some of the best athletes in the world on the other side in these cornerbacks that are mirroring these guys, trying to run as fast as these guys do, forward, backwards, mirroring these guys and trying to make a play on the ball. So there's going to be a lot of times you got to throw them open. You got to know what route they're running, and you're throwing the ball before he even makes his break, because you got the timing and the trust with him that you know where he's going to be at. And I didn't see that from Tua last year. Now can he get better at that? Yeah, he can get better at that, and hopefully he does. I like to see everybody succeed, but just from what I seen last year as a football fan and somebody that watches, I watch about every game I can on Sundays. I saw Tua play a lot last year, and I just he didn't look as comfortable as he did in college. I don't know if it was because of the hip injury, getting over that. Hey, that could have been a big factor. So, hey, when you have a big injury like that, it can cause other little nagging injuries, and it can mess with an athlete's confidence. And hell, if you're not right there and have your confidence, you're in trouble. So I mean, I understand that part of it too, but I don't know. I think Tua has a good. The road he's heading down right now, to me, is pretty much about the same road that Josh Rosen went down. But if that happens, does that just show how little that all these NFL scouts and stuff actually know? Because you never know for sure. You're making an educated guess. But look how many times they're wrong with these educated guesses. So how educated are they? Because look at how many of these quarterbacks they'll tell, he can't miss, and then they get in the league and Some of them can't even get a backup job. I mean, it also shows you how much of a different level the play is from college to the NFL as well. When you have that big a jump, just the speed of the game is so much different, and yeah, it's not even close to being the same game, a pro football game and a and a college game. There's just no comparison at all. All right, we talked quite a bit of NFL today. Before we get out of here, before we get out of here, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. My picks yesterday was 5-0. Hopefully, I put out 6 picks today. Hopefully, I can go 6-0 today. I went 4-1 and 5-1 a couple days last week. This week I was 4-1 on Wednesday. Then I went 3-3 on Thursday. But then followed it up. On Wednesday I was 3-3. Then followed it up with Thursday of 5-0. Picks I gave out today. Yes, we're Brewers minus 1.5. Cincinnati Reds money line. Oakland Athletics money line. The Rays money line. Cardinals money line. And the Houston Astros money line. Come join us. We're giving out winners for free. Also, we're live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room. That's our sports talk show. Come join us for that. It's always entertaining time. Follow us on social media. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Gonzo'S Sports Room. Check out our YouTube page. Please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breakercast. About anywhere you get your podcast from, you can find us. Also, don't forget we do have merch available now. Check out our merch store at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch. We have some t-shirts available, hats, hoodies. Got some more stuff going to drop real soon. Here's one of the shirts right here. Go on there, grab you a shirt. There's also a donation page there if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. We'd appreciate that. Don't forget, we'll be live here later this evening, 8:30 p.m. tonight. Live reaction to the Bellator and the PFL fights. Come join us for that. Be a good time. We'll be live on YouTube and Twitch with that. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Give a shout out to Bazanji for the music and Justin Starling for the music. Check them out on Spotify. Hope everybody has a great week, a great weekend. Hope to see a lot of you tonight at around 8:30 here on this same YouTube channel or Twitch. Other than that, have a safe weekend. Peace.
Feel so big, talking Papa, Sean and Meech. We had some pride, put it aside, cutting the pie, with all the guys, made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What I decide, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, all of the time, 24/7, 365, gotta get mine, stay on my grind, It's just in, more doing, less discussion. Killing every single beat I'm touching. Sick with it, need a Robitussin. Moving fast, but I'm never rushing. Damn boy, it's really other son. Say you poppin', but I know you wasn't. Not my brother and you not my cousin. Yeah, nah, we never buddy. I like to drink to my vision fuzzy. Money got me feeling lovey-dovey. I say a prayer to the God above me. Tell him I'm back, yeah. I gotta stay in my zone, man. Maybe I'll come with the dogs, yeah.